guys, how's it going? It's Jewel here, and in this video I'm going to compare the GoPro Studio editing software versus the Camtasia Studio editing software. Alright, so before we get into that, I'm here on my Facebook profile. Just wanted to say hello to you guys. Feel free to add me as a friend or send me a message if you've got any questions on this topic. Alright, so it's GoPro versus Camtasia Studio. Alright, I always get asked, which editing software do I use, which one do I prefer, and I'm about to share that with you guys. Alright, so the first editing software that I started using was Camtasia Studio. And I will lay out like the pros and the cons between Camtasia Studio and GoPro Studio. Alright, so with Camtasia, you can see the audio. So what I mean by that is, I will import a song real quick. Let's just say this. And what I mean by see the audio is, you see down here, you can see it, like it's lower here and then it's much higher here. So you can see like when the beat comes in or what's happening in the song basically. And that's really, really helpful when you're editing and you're wanting to match like a cool epic part in the video to, a really crazy beat, like when the beat hits like that and then you want something crazy to happen on the video, you would match it up towards that, and that makes it really easy. I used to rely on seeing it, and that made it much easier, but in the GoPro editing software, you can't see it at all. You can't see the audio, so you can't see the levels of what's happening in the music. I had to learn on the GoPro Studio software how to do it by ear. So I would need to like play the song and then listen and then play it again and then stop it and then match the clip up to whatever point I wanted in the song. It's a lot harder that way. But eventually, it's much easier for me now because I've done it so many times, because we do these videos all the time with the GoPro camera. I love the GoPro camera. But hopefully in the future they can add that where you can actually see what's happening in the audio. It makes it a lot easier to edit. So that's a good thing about Camtasia. You can see the audio, but not so cool in GoPro because you can't. Alright, so Camtasia, you can also do a zoom and pan feature. So although you can zoom in GoPro, it's more like you zoom in and then it's already like that. It's already like in the position you put it. Whereas in Camtasia, the zooming, like you can do it slowly and then zoom out, or you can pan to the side or pan another direction, or you can just do it that way, but you can't really do that with GoPro. They don't have that feature where you can just go in slowly. I'm sure you could do it with like a bunch of clips, like chopping it, but in an easy aspect, no, you can't really do that. Alright, so moving on, Camtasia has these really cool callouts, and I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean by callouts. So they have these things that they're sort of like animations that will pop up on the screen, and I'll show you guys examples. Like I'll put in the description below of some of our Camtasia videos and then some of our GoPro videos. Our Camtasia videos are usually the how-to tutorials, so things like this, and then our GoPro videos are usually our dream-driven episodes, and I'll put links in the description. So they have these cool things where like a check mark animation will come in if you need it, or an arrow, box, circle. I use these all the time in my tutorials. In GoPro, they don't have those types of animation features right now that you can put on your screen. So that's another cool thing that Camtasia has. And let's see here, with Camtasia, a really big bonus is you can do screencasts, and you can connect your HD webcam and microphone that I have right here. You can't really do that with GoPro right now. Yeah, I'm filming right now using Camtasia Studio software, so you know how you can see me and you can see my computer at the same time, like you can see me typing right there, right? That is with the screencast feature on Camtasia, and GoPro doesn't have that. Alright, so with Camtasia, I find that it does really well with picture slideshows. So you can take a bunch of pictures and then put cool, what is it called? You can put cool transitions in between and animations and like the check mark or the circle or the square on your photos, and you can have your photos like rotate or zoom in and pan. It's really cool if you want to do like picture slideshows and things like that. With GoPro, you can't really do picture slideshow. They don't really have different transitions. They'll have like a fade in, fade out type of thing, which is like the basic, but they don't have all of these other transitions. Like here, all these little different things like this flipping thing and doing things like that. You don't have any of those on the GoPro editing software, so I would highly recommend if you're doing picture slideshows that you do them on Camtasia, because it won't work out in GoPro. Alright, so those are the pros for Camtasia. Now I'm going to go for the pros in GoPro. One of the coolest features that GoPro has is that you can do slow motion, fast motion, and reverse footage. And again, I'll show you examples in the description. You can click on some of the videos that do that. It's really cool when you can do slow motion when you're doing something, you know, like a sport or something. Like we had when we went to the FIFA Fan Zone event, I was kicking the soccer ball, right? And it was like fast motion, and then just as I was about to kick the ball, it was like, reverse. It was slow motion first, and then fast motion when I kicked the ball, and I matched it up to the music, and you can see that as well in the description. So that is by far probably my most favorite feature that the GoPro has, is the slow motion, fast motion, and reversed footage. You can actually, it's very easy to do. When you click on the reverse footage, everything in that clip will go backwards, which is a pretty cool feature. Also, you can alter the picture, like the color, the brightness, the saturation, the exposure. So if you have a clip that's dark a little bit, like not very much light, you can alter that and make it better, whereas in the Camtasia you can't do that. You can't alter whatever you've got as your video footage, that's what it is really. You can't really make it any better. I mean, you can probably add like a filter or something on it, but you can't really tweak it with all the features that they have here. Alright, so next you can use the templates feature. So they have this feature in GoPro where if you you can have these like they're already pre-done templates where basically the song's already picked, the sort of the way the clips are already matched into the song, so you just need to insert your clips and you've got like a pretty cool video. So I recommend that for people who are just starting out, is to try out the templates feature. And GoPro is really only good for GoPro footage. I've also put other types of footage in there, like shot on my phone or on my webcam or something like that, and it's okay, but generally I find it works best with the GoPro Studio. You know, that's probably why they created it, was for their cameras. And the view and trim feature is also really handy. So when you upload all your clips and you're starting, you know, a project to edit, it's really cool because in the first section here, you input all your files and you can go through, like, let's say you have one clip, you have a bunch of clips within that you want to use. If you were to do that in Camtasia, you would have this one chunked clip and you would need to keep taking that same clip over and then like moving things over within that. Whereas in the GoPro Studio, you have this one clip and you can take that first part and then separate it, like take it out, and then second part and separate it, take it out, and then it makes them into separate clips, which makes it a lot easier when you are going through all of your footage and you want to find like a specific part in that footage. You already have it. You've already taken it out of the long 5-minute clip or something like that. So overall, you know, which one would I choose over? I wouldn't choose, I mean, they're totally different, so I use both of them. I use both Camtasia Studio and GoPro Studio separately. When we do our dream-driven episodes, it's all GoPro Studio editing software. When I'm doing my how-to tutorials such as these, it's all Camtasia Studio. So I wouldn't choose one over the other. They both have really cool features that the other one doesn't have. So I would stay with both because they both work really well in their own way. So I wouldn't choose one over the other. Alright, so that is my versus Camtasia Studio versus GoPro Studio. You guys can decide and try it out. Let me know what you think, and if there's other features that Camtasia has that GoPro doesn't have, and vice versa. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. If I've helped you out in any way, please let us know by giving us a like, a subscribe, a comment. All of that would be very much appreciated. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.